The month of the spookening is among us now, my children, and wouldn't it be appropriate to review every single goddamn Pyro cosmetic for this season? Of course, I'm not gonna deny I am kinda like stealing this idea from Mecharic, but shh. Starting off the classics, we got the Pyro Cursed Voodoo Soul. This Halloween cosmetic has to be one of my favorites due to the fact that it's literally a skull head Pyro. The gas mask is torn, so you can see the skull on the inside, you can see the bones, it's just awesome, I love it. Mr. Juice, while not being the most aesthetically pleasing Pyro Halloween cosmetic, I gotta give it the creativity though. I mean, it is just a head of the Pyro, but fruitified. Is that even a word, fruitified? No, I don't think so. The Rugged Respirator, my god, is this not awesome? I mean, it looks like a post-apocalyptic kind of gas mask, something that you would see in like a Fallout game, but at the same time it does kind of look like a fetish mask, so I'm gonna like give it a 7 out of 10. The Lollipop Liquor, while being sorta like weird, I gotta give it the fact that it looks really cool. It fits well with a lot of head cosmetics like the head prize and the balloonicorn hat thing, but other than that, yeah, it's a pretty good one. It's also expensive as fuck. While not being a Doctor Who fan myself, the Spectral Knot looks really cool. Maybe it's because I'm an edgelord and I love skulls, but who can blame me, really? Much like the Lollipop Liquor, the hard-headed headwear has a lot of comboing potentials of like head-type cosmetics, like the head prize, yada yada yada. I gotta give it looks cool, other than the fact that it's fucking terrifying. The hollow head is simply a result of what would happen if the Pyro was a lead singer of the band Nirvana. But yeah, it's a pretty weird kind of hat because there's nothing behind the mask. It's spooky. The macabre mask just looks too cartoonish in my opinion. The facial features, if you can even call them that, are way too exaggerated. Like, it just doesn't sit with me, man. A vor fetishist's wet dream, the creature's grin has to be the most disgustingly awesome Pyro cosmetics I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it's a gaping fucking maw of a monster's mouth. How cooler can it get? The PY40 in Cinnabot has to be the fucking coolest, most fucking aesthetically pleasing Pyro mask I have ever seen in this game. It looks like some sort of like old Republic assassin droid or something. It's fucking rad. The Snuggletooth Stetson, while not looking so good on the Pyro, it looks good on the Sniper and the Engineer, I guess, because they're both like cowboyish kind of outback hats. It just doesn't work with the Pyro. Just why? The Up Pyroscopes not only bring me bad memories of the past, they also look fucking terrifying. Just imagine these things peering from like under your bed. Yeah, you wouldn't want that, would you? Before I get into the Bozo's Buffont, yes, I know it looks like Pennywise, shut up, don't make any fucking it memes. Like, please. But yeah, it's just a clown haircut for the Pyro. Shame that you can't really separate the nose color from the haircut. The Corpsemopolitan. What else can be said other than, god damn it, that looks disgusting. It's just a cocktail Pyro head. Nothing else to say, really. The Abhorrent Appendages and the Vicious Visage have to be, you know, the most ugliest ones on this list. I know I've said it a lot about previous ones, but these are just bland and not really that good looking. It's just fish Pyro. What do you want? If you're wondering how the Pyro sneezed and how it affected the inside of his gas mask, this Halloween hat, the mucous membrane, explains it in perfect detail. It just gathered over time and eventually the mask gave in and popped, releasing all the snot. Not gonna lie, the scorched skirt looks like old Crusader chainmail, in my opinion, rather than like a dress. I guess it's just because of the middle white section resembling like Templar shit, but other than that, yeah, it's not really that special. No one really wears it. The Pin Pals are pretty self-explanatory. They're basically another ones of the series of the Pocket Companion kinda cosmetic, like the Cremator's Conscience and stuff like that. It's not really that special. The one thing about the Plutonodome is that it looks like the Hazmat head case, but a bit more edgy. Also, the name is a fucking mouthful, not gonna lie. The Gothic Geist is another one of those edgy Pyro Halloween cosmetics, for furries mostly. It looks like a dragon head, but it's actually a gargoyle, and there's nothing really much to say about it other than it's just a gargoyle head for edgy children. The Creature from the Heap, External Organs, Headhunter, and Grizzly Gumbo don't have much to say about him, other than the Creature from the Heap looks like that one Nibba from Sesame Street. Trap. The Crispy Golden Locks. Trap. You're a trap if you wear them. Candelier. Another boring grenade replacer. Nothing else to say. The Beast from Below honestly looks like it could be a regular mask. It looks really cool. It's sort of like a Slig from Oddworld if you ever played that game. But yeah, honestly it's a pretty cool looking mask. I don't know why it's a Halloween restricted one. The Moccasin Machinery and the Arsonist Apparatus are supposed to be these like robot cyborg like replacements for the Pyro's limbs, but it honestly just looks really ugly. It looks like a fucking Mountain Dew orange slurp dispenser. The Bernie's Bony Bonnet, try saying that a couple of times really fast. It's honestly a really nice cosmetic. It's like a little dinosaur-themed hoodie for the Pyro. I don't really mind it. It's pretty cool looking. Same with the Cauterizer's Caudal Appendage, which is, you know, the set for the Bernie's Bony Bonnet. The Glob. It's creepy, it's disgusting, it's awesome, and it would probably make a really great fleshlight. And last but not least, the most common cosmetic when making fempyro porn, the Blazing Bull. This and the wings and the tail and everything, it's usually worn on edgy pyros or like people trying to cosplay as like a fempyro. Don't ask me how I know that, please don't. So that is pretty much all of the Pyro cosmetics. It was a pain to download all those transparent images from the TF2 wiki. The first beginning of the video I did at like 1 AM, so I probably sound like a homeless person after having too much to drink, but yeah, I'll see you in my next upload if it ever happens. Have fun.